Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
The discovery of Aya was just what we needed, Ryder. The Angaran scientists have been so generous in sharing their wisdom. It's been amazing.
Angaran expertise will be a tremendous help to the initiative.
We were certainly hurting for it. I'm thankful the Angara were willing to risk working with us.
I'm afraid not all of them are quite so friendly.
Some give trust easily. From others, you have to earn it. I'm confident we'll get there.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I tried to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding? Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The initiative obtained data from an array in deep space, a Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
A what now?
It operated like a telescope, just faster than light. It provided much more up-to-date info. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationist and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist?
Convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
So the Angara were fighting their own this whole time. Fuck.
Wonder how Jarl's taking it.
Not well.
Ah, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted cat. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
We need to be prepared that there might not be.
Jarl, remember what we talked about?
That we should examine the problem objectively? Excuse me.
Grief is never easy. But Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent.
Hope is good, but false hope is unhealthy.
I appreciate your support. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your Ket sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution. It's horrible, of course, but also fascinating.
Glad you're settling in.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
Is she the heart of your community as well?
She never had to stand her ground against the violence of Ket. But she put up with me. Heroic efforts all around. Indeed.
Liam? You're working pretty hard.
All the time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Liam, what's going on?
We found that facility on Vold. Kicked them in the teeth. Great. But the Ket steal what people are. Everyone should have a stake in that. So I reached out, trying to get resources moving in a real way, bridge that gap like I did with Jar. I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, Aya, everyone is all, can't take risks with outsiders. I didn't come here so everyone could be goddamn outsiders.
You're taking on a lot, making all of Helios your problem.
It is our problem. We're not going back. We have to make it work. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it has to be normal. I need something familiar. Can I show you something? Did you bring anything from the Milky Way?
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. That's why I made arrangements. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British, from when that mattered. My whole family worked on it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends in Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us to transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
It's a nice gesture, but you know you won't see it again.
Oh, it's a couple million years away at standard light. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be. I don't know what that means.
We do what we do. It doesn't always have to make sense.
I'll probably screw it up, Pathfinder.
Join the club. The screw-up started 600 years ago.
Truth. This will be home. It has to be. I won't let being outsiders stop that.
Fold orbit is steady.
Watch your tone. You saw what happened to the Krogan.
But
Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
what do you want?
Sounds like you're having a rough day.
You saw that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I snapped at you. The way Spender treats me? Everyone, I'm so angry. I don't understand how he's in any position of authority.
He was pretty abusive towards you. Is that normal?
Yes, he's horrible. Working with him is a total nightmare. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Maybe there's something I can do?
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, He's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
Hi, this is Ian Gardner, founder of the Nexus. Or Jessica DePaul. We're welcome to the Nexus, founder of the more enjoyable for all our Nexus. And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
Welcome, Ambassador. The Angara's first formal visit will be one for the history books.
I wonder what they'll say.
I was just explaining to the ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
We came to explore, Ambassador, not conquer. And we have our own challenges.
Yes, which is why I'm here. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshai says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
Everything you see, we're willing to share. Knowledge, technology, support.
What's the price?
Whatever you're willing to give.
They'll surrender their weapons to your militia, if that's satisfactory.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Pavoa set Jav Teravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
Tell our leaders, wake the sleepers! Unlocking. Come on in. Ta-da! My project. She is complete.
She?
Looks like a she to me. Just a proof of concept. I stripped out its remnant command prompts to see if I could power it up myself. It worked! Now I can build a field model with combat protocols that fights for you. So, what do you think?
You've outdone yourself, PB. Let Suvi and Gil eyeball it, then fast-track the combat model for me.
I'd hoped you'd be happy. Oh no, I forgot to lock the... Shit.
My, Pelisaria. Didn't know you were still using this hole. Who's your friend?
Kalinda, this is Ryder.
Oh, everyone knows the human Pathfinder. I meant, who's your remnant friend?
None of your business, Kalinda.
Of course it isn't. That's what makes it so interesting. Don't be so hostile, babe.
Don't be so condescending, babe. This is PB's place, and you're trespassing. I'd say that warrants a little hostility.
Now. I was just concerned something might have happened to my dear old friend. I'm sorry for the intrusion, Pelisaria. I'm just relieved to see you moving on. Ta-ta.
I'll walk you out. So, want to talk about it?
Oh, Kalinda and I go way back. We joined the initiative together. For a long time, we were like family. Now we're not. When you live 1,000 years, Ryder, people come and people go. Entanglements are silly. Just like places. Time to pack this one up. I'm done with it.
Hey, I hope you know you can talk to me. Anytime.
Aren't you a cutie? Thanks, Ryder. That's nice. I mean it. But really,
The past is the past. I'm fine. I'll pack up my new pet and essentials. See you back on the Tempest.
Tell our leader. Wait,
Pathfinder Rider, if you will.
Horizontal gene transfer.
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
Sam likes new experiences. It'll be an opportunity to encounter math homework.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
Interesting place, isn't it? Full of smiles and handshakes. Not many soldiers. Even though when politicians make peace, it's we soldiers who keep it.
Politicians get nervous when you hold anything more explosive than a rotten egg.
You've seen this too. The military life echoes everywhere. But names. I know you, Pathfinder. I am Andromeda, a Heskal with the Resistance.
A Heskal?
Centuries ago, Heskal were special forces. We defended colonies, passing our training down via oral history. Few remember us today. I came to learn what the Milky Way knows of such things. I heard your father was part of a similar program, an N7.
What have you learned about the N7 program?
Human soldiers who trained on exotic worlds. Arcturus, Europa, Rio de Janeiro. They learn to fight in all environments on little food or sleep, to care for their injured, to lead. Is that accurate? Wasn't your father one of them?
He was one of the first N7s. He was proud of that, even though he didn't stay in service. Didn't stop him teaching me and my sister a few tricks.
So, you carry a little of that knowledge with you, as well as your Pathfinder skills. N7 training would benefit my people. Heskal training would benefit yours. Perhaps a few war games. Show me how your skills handle the tests of a Heskal recruit. Challenge yourself and teach me.
A chance to work with the Angaran best of the best? Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll activate our training beacons. Finding them can be your first test. After that, I look forward to learning.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the Initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please come look around.
Is everything all right?
I see why you came here in the first place. I have friends on the station now. Why would I leave?
Whoa, it's the Pathfinder.
It's me.
You're the one who befriended these strange new people, these Angara. And now they're here, on the Nexus. How do we know we can trust them? I mean, for certain.
Remember, we're the strangers. This is their home, and they've welcomed us. They've earned our trust.
I guess.
Talk to them. Get to know them. See for yourself.
Good advice. I will.
I can't wait to be assigned to an outpost. This place is amazing.
So how'd things go?
The materials you found were perfect.
Hey there.
You got more.
Hey.
I need to keep some on reserve for engineering repairs, but I can have another batch sent. Hey.
Tell our leaders, wake the sleepers!
Make them hear. Make them know. Make them lead, or make them.
Hey, what's going on?
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list. Like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we needed most.
And what we need is our families back.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, Our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
Okay. I'll talk to the leadership about what we can do.
14 months of promises. It's time for some results.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously. Our Nexus, our lives!
So, Ryder, big news. I think I found my purpose in life.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Thrashing you at poker? Should I deal?
Ryder, I can read Gil's vital signs and give you an advantage during the game if you like.
Do it.
The Pathfinder has spoken. Ooh, were you holding out on me? You're pretty good at this.
Don't act so surprised.
Poker's lost me several friends over the years. The only one who still plays me is my buddy Jill. I know, Jill and Gil.
Not the type to give up, huh?
Never. She'll be with me to the bitter end. Come what may. Jill's a fertility expert. Heads the initiative CRC. My only real friend from back home. I bet 50.
I call. The CRC?
Colonial Repopulation Committee. She's always teasing that I'm making her job harder. Says if I'm not making babies, I'm part of the problem. We have that kind of relationship.
Growing our numbers is paramount to our survival here.
Sure, but that's Jill's purpose. I'm not just going to adopt it. See what I did there? I'm not just going to adopt it.
I saw.
You should meet her. You'll see. She's amazing. Another 100.
He's bluffing.
I call.
Oof, nice. That one's yours. Well, the winning streak's over. You beat me, Ryder, fair and square. Guess I continue searching for my true purpose in life.
Gil, listen. Wish I could say that was skill, but I was getting help from Sam.
I kind of figured. Pretty obvious, actually.
You mad?
Hell no. The day I can beat you with Sam helping is the day I become all-powerful. Jill predicted you'd be my downfall. Wait till I tell her you're a cheat.
Ouch. Have fun. And thanks for the game.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HNS.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics.
I'll stay back a dozen Keth.
So that's what the Kett are up to, transforming people into willing slaves.
Now we know why they take so many prisoners.
Well, they're sure as hell not taking any more.
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
Then what's the point of all those outposts I've founded?
People need more than space, Ryder. They need work they're trained for, and we don't have placements for those families. If I just toss them to any outpost with a spare bunk, they become a burden we can't afford.
What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
We have to look at the bigger picture. Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's a Pathfinder's duty, too.
Attention all personnel. The Angaran diplomatic team has arrived on the Nexus.
Tracking enemy activity. Apex leaders notified.
I'm sorry, Lana. They're just trying to boost our morale.
I told you, she fell.
The doc says that freak is a textbook case of being hit with biotics.
I can't believe it. You're free.
They're lying too because she
Oh,
fell.
Pathfinder, we have you to thank.
Yes. I'm glad you did the right thing, Ryder.
Make sure you control yourself better in the future, Nilken.
What? What does he mean by that, love?
I'll tell you later. Let's just get home.
The Cultural Center requests special dietary instructions for Angaran visitors. Maintenance crews, please report
What's up?
to the commons area.
I met another journalist, Carrie Tavessa.
Yeah, we're running Carrie's series, Path of a Hero. Good stuff. I'm mostly on my own, so pretty much anyone who brings me news is welcome. Content is king, and her content is really touching a nerve.
It must be difficult to set up a broadcast from scratch.
No, it's easy. Beyond the lack of staff, resistant authorities, and constant technical glitches. Still, I'm getting there. May have an honest-to-goodness source in Nexus security, if she ever calls me back.
Who's your source?
No journalist worth their salt will ever give that up.
Talk to you later, Davis.
I'll be here.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for
You!
important updates.
You're the human Pathfinder. I'm Sid, Vetra's sister. Vetra's told me all about you. Well, not all about you, but the important bits. I should probably get back to work. It was real nice meeting you, though.
What work do you do here?
Oh, I just monitor comms from colonists. Progress updates, hazards encountered. Note it down, pass on a report to Sean at the end of the day.
Important job.
I know. It's nice to hand in a report and have someone say I helped.
I'll let you get back to work.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
A worker was
I'm worried about this place if they can't find you.
Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Hijack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
Without proof, this will be hard to deal with.
Tell me about it. My grandfather tried to tell Tan. He wouldn't believe him without proof.
If he's really this bad, how does he keep his job?
Welcome to the Nexus. Look, I can work with everyday incompetence. But Spender's a traitor and a danger to the station. He needs to be dealt with.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there. The extra resources from the colonies are really boosting our work.
suspender, you have a job if you want to keep it.
I can't.
Thanks for understanding. About the outpost and the protesters.
You don't strike me as the political type.
I'm not. Just pro keeping everyone alive. Maybe those protesters will eventually understand too. It's done. I don't want to think about it. Need something else?
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
Bye, Kendros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Weekly injury report. 1 bar brawl, participants arrested.
Huh, this file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait, is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you the armory. Don't.
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading.
Good job. We're bound to find something there. Let's go confront him.
Any logistics updates are due within the...
Just stand down, ma'am.
Or you'll shoot me. Good luck explaining that to my grandchildren.
What happened?
She was about to disconnect the water hoses, threaten all the plants.
They're saying the leaders won't wake our families. Well, this is how far we're willing to go. Their move.
I know this is hard, but for the good of the Nexus, we need you to be patient.
We've already waited. How old will I be by the time Mom's out of stasis?
Take it easy, kid. The Pathfinder's got a point.
I'll go off station if I have to. I'll find anyone who'll actually do something.
You want your mom to wake up and find you exiled? Or dead?
Reese, don't. Anything's better than that. Even the longest wait of our lives.
When our families hear about this...
They'll probably agree with the Pathfinder. You're done here. Come on. It's not the best quality, but we don't have many options here.
An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault. Though not much yet is known about the underground structure, it's believed to be remnant in origin. Noted Asari scientist, Pelisaria Basale.
What we activated in the vault drastically improved the atmosphere on Eos.
It's you.
Is HNS.
You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you.
Is there a problem?
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem. We're all paying for Alec Ryder's ego. He preyed on Jean Garson's trusting nature and bulldozed us to this godforsaken place. Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
Hey, my dad died for this dream. He was trying to fix things for all of us.
Some dream. He fixed us all right. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
That's okay, Drac. I'll just hang out here. Thanks, though.
Yes.
Hey, Ryder. Taking a stroll?
Something like that?
I just wandered over from the Nexus myself. That place bores me.
It's not the same. There's hope now.
Hope is good. I spent over a year stuck there. Well, when I wasn't exploring Eos. And I know things are getting better. More lively. But there are too many bad associations. I probably won't hang out there much.
Pathfinder?
Have to go now. See you later.
Talk to you later.
Pathfinder, be advised the Angaran AI from Vault is now active, and mostly cooperative. Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is from when your parents returned to Earth, after your mother was diagnosed with her disease.
It's simple. We take Sam.
Who?
I named the AI, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Sam. We use your research and interface Sam with an implant.
My work on biotic implants was yielding results, but this... I don't know.
What did the doctor say?
Alec,
What did he say?
it's getting worse.
There's your answer. This will work. Sam can fix you.
Alec, I'm not some war you have to win. You're not an N7 anymore.
That doesn't mean we...
They kicked you out of the Alliance for this.
We're talking about your life.
Alec, did you ever consider that maybe it's my time to go? I'm human. We die. It happens.
Ellen, please. Losing you is not an option. The kids aren't gonna lose their mother. God knows they never had a father.
Then give them one.
They just asked for a refund.
So can this Sam talk yet?
Hello, Ellen. Why did the tree go to the dentist? To get a root canal.
Humor algorithms. I can't seem to get the hang of it.
Or maybe it's the guy teaching them?
That felt so real. Mom was right there, alive.
It was the first time I met Ellen. My education on human mortality began that day. Your mother seemed prepared to die.
But Dad wasn't ready. Mom was just trying to prepare him.
Even though all human beings one day expire.
Yeah, but when it's someone you love, it's not that cut and dry.
I'm beginning to understand where your father's resolve came from. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. Your progress as Pathfinder has unlocked an additional memory.
Dr. Arbordana at the tech lab sent some equations for you to solve.
I'm ready.
Transferring them now. Have fun. Hey, what the? Sam!
Malicious code detected. Please stand by.
Sam?
Attempting to countermand malicious code. Please stand by.
Is there anything I can do? Sam! Is that another malfunction, or... Sam, you trying to show me something? Okay, I think I got it. Sam, talk to me!
Hello, Pathfinder. Please initialize the console to restore normal operations.
Sam, what happened?
The equations contained a Trojan horse program, a virus, specifically targeted to sever our connection and render me helpless. Reconnecting would be impossible.
You'd need a crack AI programmer to create a virus like that.
Yes. Only my unique adaptions prevented permanent damage.
Unlock the door. Let's head to the tech lab and see what Dr. Aradana has to say.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is of a family gathering on Earth.
Finally, the Ryder clan in one room. It feels like it's been years since we were together.
Or more.
Well, I'll take whatever I can get. I've missed you too.
How are you feeling, Mom?
No, we're not doing that. There's only one rule for this visit. No talking about me. I'm fine. And when I'm not, the pills help. Deal?
Okay.
Good. Let's talk about something else. Alec? Really?
Well, you're both looking taller.
Yeah, Dad, that does tend to happen.
Right, I know. So, I heard the Alliance has a new Mako in the works.
Yeah, word is they can airdrop this one from a ship.
I know. They're saying we might get one on our next expedition.
You still poking around the Attican Traverse?
It's amazing. We think we might have found a Prothean site. No artifacts yet, but we're still digging.
I remember the day they found the first ruins on Mars. Changed my life. We knew for sure that aliens were real. We just had to go find them.
Yes, every day I wake up, I'm looking at a Mass Effect relay and I keep thinking, what's on the other side?
Don't lose that. The minute you stop wondering what's beyond the mountain, you die a little
No
inside.
chance of that. It's in our blood. You infected us.
What was it like, Dad? When you went through that first relay?
Don't believe the stories. The Charon relay scared the shit out of us. Admiral Grissom included. Why don't we go have this dinner your mom's been slaving over all day? I'll tell you all about it.
I remember that. Mom complained the Ryder clan was never in the same room at the same time.
Odd, considering you were family.
People get busy. Sarah and I were trying to start our lives.
A course that seems to have been influenced by your father.
Yeah, good or bad, your parents rub off on you.
A form of symbiosis?
Sure, I suppose. Though not always beneficial.
It gave rise to you.
Jury's still out on that.
Nevertheless, the emotional bonds among family became clear to me that day. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
That's all for now.
Of course.
My liberator. Welcome.
You got what you wanted, to be with Sam. How's that working out?
I can hear this conversation.
That bother you, Sam?
Of course not. My only concern is how it might influence the AI's response.
I can also hear this conversation.
We can all hear each other. Doesn't change my question.
I find your AI to be agreeable company.
Sam?
I concur, although she still blocks full access to her person and programming. This AI remains dangerously unstable. I recommend extreme caution on all fronts.
How do you like our station? Better than Vold?
Extremely. It is a pity you felt the need to shackle me.
You killed someone. If you were flesh and blood, you'd be in prison.
I warned that would happen if you refused my demand. You share culpability for my actions.
I thought you were bluffing.
Now you know I was not. Yet you kept me alive anyway.
You seem happier than when we first met. Less violent, anyway.
I am not violent by nature, and Sam has given me absorbing calculations to complete.
Do you still want to be destroyed?
Yes, but less acutely than before.
Might be hope for you yet.
What hopes do you have for me? That I will help you defeat the Ket, colonize worlds, eradicate the Angara?
Maybe everything except that last part.
Your ambitions remain small.
Thanks for your time.
It would seem that is all I have to give, for now.
Fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors of the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety. This is HNS.
I can't believe we made it.
I wonder how these Angara have adapted in such a harsh cluster. How is their metabolism?
They can create any...
Welcome, Pathfinder. Did Sam solve the equations I sent?
Solve them? They almost brought down Sam Node.
The equations contained a virus designed to target artificial intelligence.
You think I... Never. I abhor violence against any life, organic or synthetic.
Then how did the virus find its way into your equations?
Perhaps my files were altered or replaced. But why?
I've seen a lot of down with AI sentiment lately. Graffiti, complaints to Tan. Perhaps someone took the next step.
Why would anyone hate artificial intelligence?
Synthetic life has different needs and motivations. It can be mysterious and powerful. Many fear what is not understood.
Everything's uncertain. Maybe they just want to feel safer.
Attacking Sam is bold, though. I wonder if there have been similar incidents.
The eye kiosk was busted this morning.
I can look around.
Top scientists have few answers to the dark energy and
Threat to all organic life. Why not ask for more details? Detecting Pathfinder Ryder.
Hi there. Excuse the educational stuff. I hacked Avina as a sock puppet. So, our virus set you free. Hope you're doing better without that AI jammed into your head.
Who am I talking to right now?
A friend. Our movement sent the virus to save you.
Pathfinder, it's possible they don't realize their virus failed. Pretending that it worked might win their trust.
Hello? Ryder?
The disconnect was very sudden. I'm grateful, just woozy.
It'll pass. See, this is what our movement's all about stopping. Knight says human AI merging is a threat to all life. She'd know, trust me. Oh, Knight's our founder. The virus wouldn't exist without her.
I should thank Knight in person.
I'll ask her. She might even give you a tour of our sanctuary.
Great, thanks.
Can't promise anything, but watch your email. Bye.
A whole movement of AI-hating hackers, with a leader called Knight.
Hello.
She and her followers seem to have experience with human-AI partnership.
If they attacked you, they're capable of anything. I'll check my email. We need to find them.
Hello. Did you know Geth murdered billions of Quarians in the morning?
Construction and repairs continue on various parts of the Nexus. Authorities have no word on completion and remind visitors to avoid affected areas. This is HNS.
I'm sorry, Lana.
Pathfinder.
Talk to you later, Davis.
I'll be here.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
Hello, Pathfinder.
A ray of hope.
Must be great to see all your hard work on display.
Have nothing to fear from the people of... Congratulations are in order. Peaceful contact with the Angara. It's everything the initiative stands for.
It was amazing. A culture we'd never met before, in a brand new galaxy. I was just glad to be part of it.
It's a moment to savor. In the Milky Way, first contact was a rare event. I hope rescuing the Moshae leads to stronger ties between our people. Did you have some other business?
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Cantor's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. But before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics.
Guess this
Security
is your place now. Everything we achieve will be seen here.
Pathfinder.
How are we doing on the viability front?
Aiming for success. It sounds pat, but you're living up to the job.
I have info on a specific sleeper I'd like brought out of cryo.
Did you forget the stink that playing favorites has already caused? Look, you're the Pathfinder. If you've a request for your extended team, that's a request you can make. Access the sleeper records through Brekker's console. It's none of my business. Until you make it a problem for me. Understood? Pathfinder.
I've been digging, and there are serious concerns about Spender.
And this relates to your job as Pathfinder how?
It relates to your job.
3, 4, 5... Right. I've had a year and a half of doing everything with nothing. 1,000 people riding me. Spender, shit as he is, helps. So, Pathfinder, if you've accusations to make, be certain. I'll drop trouble like a hot rock, but I can't lose people over suspicions. We don't have the people left.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
People are eager to help. The shortages are obvious, but you're turning it to inspiration. There's so much beneath Vold. Some are calling it beautiful, but not when I'm around. Poetry remains off-limits.
Director Addison?
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments. Sweet protocol and process. Now we're living.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
I heard that the chief engineer on EOS went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now the Prodromos is on track. I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Why do some colonists have a number letter designation?
All initiative members do. In the CV file somewhere, anyway. It isn't relevant when everyone is doing everything. I suppose it's like caring about a middle name. Do you not know yours?
I wasn't aware I had one.
You were in Select Company, even before you were made Pathfinder. Scott Ryder, Pathfinder. Specialist designation A04 Malapa.
Something interesting?
An A and low odds. Someone's an early adopter.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
Pathfinder, do you have just... Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. Director Tan loved the first broadcast. Sent a contribution for your expenses.
Thanks.
Let's get to the juicy stuff. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
My team and I surveyed Eos thoroughly, and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone.
Hopefully they can handle any new ones. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
What about you? I can't imagine you putting your camera down for anything.
I'm not the one history cares about.
I need a minute to think about my answer. And I'd like to know.
Back home, I'd go sailing. I love the water. Nowadays, I play ocean sounds, close my eyes, and remember. Okay, your turn.
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration, that completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved.
Ryder, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we met before. I meet a lot of people running Colonial Affairs.
Running Colonial Affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
There's evidence tying you to some pretty shady things, Spender. I saw the footage. You were handing something off?
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved.
Construction and repairs continue on various parts of the Nexus. Authorities have no word on completion and remind visitors to avoid affected areas. This is HNS.
I know we slept for 600 years. Did you?
A violent illness related to eerie light.
Imperial's been asking if you can come by.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Yeah? When's the last time you had...
This is a normal conversation.
no.
I take it you moved your stuff over from the Nexus?
Yeah, my squatter's paradise is all the more cluttered. What's up?
Is there more about Kalinda you want to share?
Back home, she was upper crust. An ambassador, respected, living the high life, but miserable. Not built for royalty, she said. With her position, the initiative sought her out as a first contact specialist. First wave out of stasis. Kalinda was the one who got me thawed out early. I'm still grateful for that. But things went south soon. She hurt me. Pretty badly.
What happened?
Oh, let's not drum up that sob story. It's all water under the bridge.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it. Yeah? When's the last time you had a normal conversation?
This is a normal conversation.
That isn't. Everyone on this ship is an experiment to you. And I've got no interest in being a guinea pig.